Sounds of the Valley is sponsored by the Huntsville Symphony Orchestra.
On this edition of Sounds of the Valley, I am sitting here with a man who's known for having a velvet voice, and he's an engineer turned singer. And right now we are about to talk to Mr. Kason Henderson, aka Mill Music. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So like I said, engineer turned singer.
Yeah.
How did we get to where we are today? Because you've been performing across stages here in Huntsville, like the Orion and like the camp at Mid-City. So how did we get from engineering to on stage?
Oh man, that's a long story, but I'll give you the short version, right?
We got time.
No, honestly, I've always had a love for engineering, and I've always had a love for music and singing from a very young age. My parents were all engineers, but switching to music and trying to do that professionally at the same time, it started in 2021. You know, the times that we're going through now, life is so short. If I'm gonna do this, I need to do it now. Mm-hmm. And I need to do it while I have a passion that's so high. And I think it was the greatest thing I've ever done, really. And it's been amazing so far.
So what was like, I know you just described the mindset, but what was it like finally like getting to perform on those stages, like after all this time, and then after the pandemic, of course, when people were just going through a lot. How was it for you to finally like just launch this music career?
I have just had the biggest smile on my face. You can see all 88 teeth, okay? Every single time I get on stage, that's the kind of energy I'm trying to get everyone in the crowd to have that same smile, probably as big as mine, you know, and dance and fun, because that's who I am, right? So when I'm on stage and I'm feeling that energy and I see everyone having the same energy, it is so remarkable.
So we've talked to the lovely and beautiful Miss Sharona Henderson. She was our first Sounds of the Valley, actually.
Yes.
And she is the founder of Heard First Huntsville, and that's also your wife, and you're a part of Heard First Huntsville. So how does that dynamic kind of like influence like how you've been moving throughout the industry since being a part of Heard First, and of course being married to Sharona?
Oh yeah, it's been great that I just personally, you know, being married to her is absolutely amazing, you know, just to find that person that can make you smile just as much as music does.
Husband of the year. Give this man an award.
Yes, you heard that. But no, for real though, I think just having her in my life, it just makes everything worthwhile, right? And when she started Heard First, it was to create a place for people who hasn't really had a place to be heard. And a platform so that they can take whatever their gifts are to the next level. So I think us as a perfect marriage through music and personally, it has been very eye-opening. And sometimes it can be challenging. Nothing's perfect in life, right? But you work through it. You definitely take intentional moves to make things great. And it's been great.
How would you describe your style of music?
I started with gospel, and you know, when I went into professionally, I went to R&B, and I started singing a lot of songs that were familiar and that I like to sing. It just wasn't, I felt like I was a robot, right? I was just kind of going with the flow because, you know, that's what everyone else felt. But really, down to the core of me is gospel and blues and soul. You know, that's who I am.
What piece of advice have you gotten or do you have for someone who is also a developing artist? Like they're still trying to like, should I launch this? It's, you know, I'm not 22 anymore. I'm not whatever. What piece of advice do you have for them? Just be like, you know, you can do it.
It's to keep pushing. It's to keep going. It really isn't something that I have learned that I still struggle with, you know, because sometimes I get, I guess, a little insecure about all the great talent that's around me. And man, I wish I had 1 million followers, or I wish I had I could reach a lot more people. But I've realized that the people that are around me now are the people that I can reach. And that's the people that need me now, you know? And that's the people that are in my town. I'm a local, people know me here. I'm local here. So I need to start here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I tap into service for people. Like I do singing telegrams for people's
You beat me
greatest.
to it.
Okay, well, that was the thing.
But since we're there now,
yes.
like you don't hear people like telegram. When I think of telegram, I'm just like the 1920s.
I think you're right. I think you're right. It's about that.
But you're adding like a modern twist to it. Tell me more about like these singing telegrams you do.
Yes, I first heard it on a game or a movie called Clue. You know, there's a game called Clue.
Yeah.
There's also a movie, and there was a singing telegram. That was a great idea because it brings music to people's doorsteps.
Right.
You know, and like you said, no one's doing that around here. I'm thinking about things that I could do to put smiles on people's faces.
Right.
Happy birthday to you. So I bring flowers, I bring balloons, and I'll sing any song that the person would like me to. Usually it's a happy birthday or an extra song, their favorite song or something like that.
So I hear you are performing a song called Water for us today. Can you tell me what the inspiration behind that one was?
Sure. This song was written by DMR Soul. He is a local artist here. When we were writing this album, when we were putting this album together, I said I wanted to sing a making love song. I wanted to sing a song about making love, right? But he gave me a song that's a little bit better than that. It talks about how powerful love is, you know, and how it can heal and how it can restore. The water represents that person that revives you when you are down.
Your body's a temple, and I treat it as such. God gave me this blessing, so I won't do too much. I need your frequency, frequently. When life gets too rough, I need your love. Vibrations low, you pick me up. The ways of the world are not enough. So when my knees get weak, soul feels empty, I need your love right next to me. Water, I need your water. Your water, your water, revive me, renew me. And my body is weak, my spirit is hurt, and I'm dying of thirst. I'm leaning on you when times get worse. I'm looking to you to uplift my curse with the water, sweet, sweet water. Hold